Friendship Park used to be a special spot along the U.S.-Mexico border. It was one of the few places where families separated by the border could meet, even though they were just through the fence. Every weekend, people came here to see their family and friends. All the way back in 1971, this small portion of beach got its name when First Lady Pat Nixon visited. She walked up to the border, cut through the barbed wire, and hugged people waiting on the Mexican side. She said she hoped there would not always be a fence here, and since then, it has only gotten worse. In 2008, the U.S. government built a second wall at Friendship Park. Before that, families could get close, even hug through the fence. They could hold hands and talk face to face, sharing real moments, even though they were separated by the border. But after the second wall went up, all they could do was touch pinkies through the tiny holes in the fence. This small touch became known as a pinky kiss. Even though the U.S. side of Friendship Park is closed, Ricardo is keeping its spirit alive on the Tijuana side.
My name is Ricardo. CIA filed under Ricardo Arana. I'm 47 years old. I've been a volunteer here at the Binational Garden for 17 years. By the monument Mesa, there was only like a mesh, like not wire mesh, but kind of like an iron mesh, I would think. And so it was easy to talk to someone. And there was this custom of people joining from the US side and the Mexican side. And you could see people who already who were already there for that purpose. Like, we wanted to meet. People would meet because they were cousins, family, friends, whatever. And there was always this other, let's say, random encounter. Like, maybe you're waiting for someone and then you start talking to the other person who's waiting for someone else. And so being there, gardening all the time, you know, you get interested, or you overhear conversations. And I gotta tell you, the first few years, I would just cry, because what you hear is so overwhelming.
Even though Friendship Park was a place that many people from all around the country would visit, the U.S. government continued with their project, destroying the American side in the 2020s to build two massive 30-foot walls. After 2023, the project has finished by the Tijuana border and blocks any physical contact from either side.
People used to join here a lot, talk a lot, exchange their hearts through the wall. And now that we don't have that, like, to me, it's very clear that that is a policy. It's not, the policy is not about the wall, the physical fence. The policy is not about restrictions. The policy is about not developing friendship. That's why we call it Friendship Park, because we truly believe that instead of fences, we should be having friendships. Instead of hatred, we should just try to feel empathy and love.
Even though the U.S. side of Friendship Park is closed, Ricardo is keeping its spirit alive on the Tijuana side, especially through the park's garden. He takes care of this garden, which is filled with plants that represent life and hope. For Ricardo, it's a way to show that Friendship Park is still a place of connection. In the communities around the wall, this is a big loss, because this park wasn't just a place for families to visit. It symbolized unification of two countries and the love and respect for human dignity and life.
Desde el 664 y hasta el 665, prosumidor de huertos es mi puesto y no lo finjo. It started all real smooth, just workshops and swagger to make your garden bloom. Add compost and water, haciendo la composta. El huerto está que arde, la tuya es la mía, la tierra es nuestra madre. Thank you, guys.